We're not straight on like we normally are.
What?
We're not straight on like we normally are.
What do you mean? Straight on.
Well, normally the table is perpendicular to the couch.
So, why does this matter?
It's weird.
It's weird? We're straight on with the camera.
Yeah, but everything's turned. Normally the camera is right up against your desk.
But now we have a wider shot. Before we were trying to fit in. Now we don't have to fit in. Go ahead and say it. Do it, man!
Do what? I don't know
The
what
new
you
intro.
want. Oh. Roll the intro. Alright, let's talk about the DM.
You guys are both so sad.
Well, what do you want me to do?
There's no excitement.
If I do something that's gonna be exciting, you're gonna make it.
Why do you think
weird.
Why do you think I do something to make you look weird?
Because
I don't have to do anything to make you look weird.
Yeah, but if I prompt something,
Our
you
live,
don't do
our
that.
live audience over there. All one of them. I don't have to do anything. I mean,
But when I prompt something, you don't always just do the thing.
I know, but that doesn't make you look weird.
Yeah, it does.
How many of these videos have you watched?
0.
See? You have no idea what you look like. Maybe you did, you'd fix your hair and wouldn't have that crazy V thing like you did in the last video. Uh-huh. If you did watch. I watch them all!
I watch all my videos.
Interesting.
I watch them all. Every posted video gets watched.
Well, yeah, because you edit it. I watch my videos because I edit my videos.
That's all I got to say to you. Alright, so. What you got? You want me to go?
We got a Switch. That's what we got.
Interesting.
It has been purchased. New gameplay.
We
and
did what we said that we were going to do.
You know what I have a question about?
What?
I started to look this up this morning and then I started doing something else. How are we going to get the gameplay?
I don't know. I don't know. There's a way
I know. I mean, you can record short snippets on the
30
Switch.
seconds, right?
Something like that. And you can take photos.
Yeah. I don't know.
I did that many times by accident playing Breath of the Wild today.
You have to
Hitting the wrong damn button.
go through something else. Like, you can't do it just on the system.
So what do we do?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. We have to find out. How do we do some recording of gameplay outside of pointing a camera at the screen?
Right.
The new screen.
The new... What is it? 43-inch?
The new 43-inch monitor I have over there now.
Completely destroyed all your organization on your desk.
Yes, but it's now organized again and it's happy and cool. And multiple HDMIs going into the TV, not a monitor. 43-inch TV. Everybody was talking about this thing last year, and now we got it.
The TV or the Switch?
The TV.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody was talking about this TV, the TCL 43-inch TV, and how it can work well as a monitor. It does. Works well for being a TV and showing your switchness. It does. Watching Netflix and smart TV-ness. It's good times. Even over Wi-Fi. So, I give a thumbs up to the TCL because everybody cares about my thumbs up. TCL's 43-inch smart TV with the Roku inside. We got upgraded. It's like a family upgrade.
A family upgrade.
The switchness.
It sits on your desk.
Well, yeah. Of course, it sits on my desk.
Pro controller.
Pro controllers.
The Pro controller is kind of weird for me because one, the buttons are very big. You see, they're super big and they stick up quite a bit. And the Xbox ones are very small, and then the Switch ones are very small, and then these buttons are huge.
Are you talking about tall or big? Because
I guess tall.
The Pro controller and your Xbox controller have they're about the same size.
Yeah, I guess tallness then, and it doesn't have the indented stick, which I don't like because I feel like I slip off of it way more.
Ugh, you and the slip offness.
You slip, man.
Oh God.
There is slippage.
I swear, you can find...
There is controller slippage.
Controller slippage, my ass. There's no controllers. I haven't slipped off of this yet. This one actually feels okay. I haven't played any games that are like where you're feeling like you need to fight fast. You know what I mean? We don't have any of those games.
Like that yet.
So... And honestly, I don't know if I'd want to play those games on the Switch.
Why?
Doom. Or, I don't know, what other fast games are there? You want to play Destiny on the Switch?
No.
You see what I mean? I don't think I would.
No.
So, and I told you before what you play on the Switch. Mario.
Even though you've played both Mario and Zelda.
Well, yeah, because we've got the two games that are the two games for the Switch. You know what I mean? They're the two.
Yeah.
So
the two that came out when it came out.
And we're gonna go through it. So tell us about your Mario experience because you have far less Mario in your background than I do.
Yes.
So if you say it's okay, I will throw my water bottle at you.
No, I think it's the best Mario game that there is, and it's more fun than all the games I own.
Because it's Mario.
And the Switch, I guess, is just fun to use because I sat on the couch downstairs just like this and played through
handheld.
Yeah, played through 2 different worlds of Mario.
Okay, so when sitting, did you play handheld with the Joy-Cons, or did you go handheld, or did you stand it up and play with the Pro controller?
I did both.
And?
It's better for your battery life if you take the Joy-Cons off, because then they're not charging and sucking the life out of the Switch itself. Mm-hmm. You get far less time playing if you do that. Mm-hmm. So I did 2 tests. I did handheld with the Joy-Cons on the Switch, mm-hmm. and I got like 2.5 hours, and it went from 100 to like 27% by the time I was finished. And then I took them off and had the straps, and then was flicking them when I was playing Mario, and I got like almost 4 hours, and it wasn't even down to 30% yet. So for your battery life, I feel like it's way better to have the Joy-Cons off. But then if you're playing on a monitor, of course it's going to be in the cradle and it's going to be charging anyway. So if you're not on a monitor, it's better to not have the Joy-Cons on there. But we haven't run the Pro controller.
What about using the Joy-Cons on the little...
If you don't have the Pro controller, that's good too.
But
For me, I prefer this because it's more like the Xbox One, and that's what I'm used to. But when we didn't have this...
What's interesting about this is it's got the D-pad.
Yes.
And there's no D-pad on the other
but then
things.
This works as these buttons, these non-defined buttons work as a D-pad.
Yeah, but if you're playing like Mario...
See, they did this, essentially just having the stick and buttons flipped. They did that so that if you're doing like we did with Odyssey and we have both of them,
mm-hmm.
I have one, you have one.
Mm-hmm.
They did that so that you're not hitting a D-pad.
Right.
So you're hitting buttons still.
Right.
Which makes sense. But then if you're just using, like if you put the Joy-Cons on this acts as a D-pad.
Right.
But
What's
then it's
better?
just, I don't know.
I think the rocking back and forth is much more...
For certain games.
Yeah, depending on the game. You
for
move faster.
Mortal
you can...
Kombat, I'd never use a stick for Mortal Kombat.
Yes, but would you want buttons or a D-pad?
D-pad. For a fighting game, D-pad.
See what I mean?
Because that's kind of where the combos
You can
live.
slide back and forth and up and down.
Rock your finger back and forth.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And on the Xbox One, this is sort of indented into the controller, and then this one sticks up, which is interesting. I feel like that's the major difference. Is many things are indented on this, and then everything sticks up.
What problems have you found so far with the Switchness?
Nothing.
No problems?
I haven't found any problems. Really. The only problem is with me. I don't know how to do all the moves in Mario with the Joy-Cons. That's the only problem. But that's a me problem. That's not a
There are no other problems with the Switch.
I don't like how
the
only thing is the stand. I don't like it because it feels like it's going to break on me every time I just try to open it.
I think it feels like it's going to break on everybody.
Because, and you said the nerds were talking about it, and one of them broke his, didn't he?
Yeah. This standness.
It does not feel very safe. I don't like using it.
But when the power went out, and I was in the middle of play on the TV, the power went out to the TV. My computer was still running, but didn't matter because this was being used. All I had to do was pull it right out of the cradle and sit it on the desk and never stopped playing.
I mean, that's also the good part. Is that you can just do that.
Just a pro tip, don't try to put this back into its cradle with the thing sticking out.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't do that. That's a great way to break it off.
I'm just saying, that's a pro tip. That's definitely a pro tip.
That's not pro tip.
That's
common sense.
That is a pro tip.
That's noticing that the thing is open.
Pro tip, don't do that. It won't go in.
No. I think everybody knew that.
I'm just trying to let people know there is someone out there that's going to be an issue for. I'm not naming no names.
I think everybody knows not to do that.
What else you got for the people? We will be thoroughly working out the switchness. What else you got?
Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
It's very large. The world is really big, but I found myself running into like you can go straight to the castle and fight Ganon as soon as you get off the plateau. If you really wanted to.
Okay.
Which would be done.
I'm not off the plateau yet. I haven't played it that much.
You should play it so much.
I played some more this morning, but I just haven't played it much. And I've been exploring the plateau like crazy. So I've been finding lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Did you find the old man's cabin?
Where he asked you to chop down trees and stuff for him?
Where I think he's about to start chopping down trees, but there's his little house.
Yeah. And then you pick up the axe because it's like, hey, weapon. And then he's like, hey, I see you found my axe. Come chop this tree down. Yes, I have been there. And I have Cause did you chop down a tree to make the bridge to go across?
Make a bridge?
Yeah.
No. I didn't chop down the tree.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just took his axe.
Yeah,
and then I left.
That area that you have that big sort of like ravine.
Yeah.
You can chop down a tree and it'll fall over and walk
Oh,
across.
that's how you get over
That's
there.
why he says it's hard to aim the trees when you just stand and look where you want it to go and cut it down and it'll fall.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to go back there.
Yeah, and there's some
I just went running around more.
goblins over there that you can
Yes,
kill
I saw
and
that.
get some loot from.
Yeah, I need to.
You can take he has this giant barrel. You can take it and you walk around and you hide inside of it. And there's goblins below him. And then you can walk over and go and hide from them. So I did
What does
that.
hiding from them do for you?
They don't see you. So you can.
But you can't fight from inside the barrel.
I got inside and then threw a bomb and killed all of them.
While inside of a barrel?
Well, I went over in the barrel, got out, threw a bomb, ran away, exploded it, and killed all.
Because you know, being inside the barrel, throwing a bomb inside of a barrel would probably be bad for anybody in the barrel.
You can't do that. Doesn't let you. It's stupid.
What else do you want to say about Breath of the Wild?
I don't like how many things use the stamina. Because swimming,
Just keep swimming.
running, climbing, and gliding all use the stamina. It's like, I want to be able to run.
You just want to run.
Yeah, I want to be able to get to places. And
There is a thing that will give you a speed boost.
right, there are certain foods
things you
and
can
things
eat.
that you can make, which I have done. And you kind of have to do it in some areas because once you get into the cold, it just starts taking away hearts from you, and you only have 3 to begin with. So you have to get the spicy peppers and cook those, and then they'll give you I think the least is 6 minutes of cold resistance. So
What are your impressions? Don't be spoiling the game for people.
it's spoiling the game.
Now that you've played it, 2 years after it came out or whatever?
Yeah. I feel like we're really late to some of these games. Like, we hear about them. Watch some of them.
Yeah, because you watch them on the YouTubes.
Right. And we get to these games so late.
So what's your point? The games that we get to early, like when they first come out, you don't play.
I don't know when
Like
the last...
Rage.
I don't know when the last time we did that was.
Rage.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, no.
2.
Far Cry New Dawn.
Same thing.
I did that with, the day it came out.
And
I played it.
you finished it.
No. I haven't finished it yet.
You see what I'm saying here,
But-
people?
Like we said last week, there's no design.
I don't want to hear
finish
it. You got to finish it, man.
You finished
I finished Rage.
You finished that.
I surely
But
have.
it's
Beat that ugly ass dude down. And did a lot. I haven't 100%ed it yet, though.
like Far Cry 4. I wanted to beat that.
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Okay. What have you beat this year?
Nothing.
See? I think it's time, man.
But
Mario.
But yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Well, I think Mario will probably be the first thing because
Okay, so one of those you gotta beat. You're gonna have it beat by next week.
Next week, Jesus. That's like every day.
Is it? Is it really? How many hours should it take to beat these 2 games?
I have no idea because.
I mean, there's exploring and then there's beating the game.
Right.
How about by Tuesday you need to have one of them beat? That means you can't explore. That means you just gotta run through it.
You can't kind of do that with Mario because you have to explore to get more moons.
No, but you have to do what you have to do to go to the next thing. But once you do that, you're gone.
Leave. I don't know if I can do that.
Gotta have goals.
And you kind of, I guess you could do that with Zelda.
Of course you could. People have beat it in short in a short amount of time.
I feel like if you're just playing to play the game, you never want to do that.
No.
You want to explore.
I came up against those kind of sentry things in one of the areas in Zelda where they wake up and then they start shooting at you.
Yeah.
All right.
They suck.
So I went
Shoot
and
them in the eye with the bow, and then they can't see you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I tried throwing bombs at them and that didn't do much.
No, it doesn't do much.
But so yeah, I got into that area and it was just like I was just over here because I was just over here. But once I figured out a way to walk around there without them waking up, okay, that's what I did.
And then a temple over there.
Yeah, did that.
Or a shrine.
Yeah.
Not a temple.
And then, but you know, it's like you're basically just running around, enjoying the journey, enjoying the place and whatever you happen to find. But it doesn't feel like you need to. You feel less motivated to try to get to the end of it.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
you need to get to the end.
I've heard some people say, I've got like 20 hours in it, I'm only halfway through the game.
Yeah, I think you need to get through it.
I don't want to, though.
You can always start over.
I don't want to start over.
I mean, you can finish it and you can always then explore.
Maybe.
Because in Rage, that's exactly what I've been doing.
I don't know if you do that.
There's only one way to find out.
No. I'll finish Mario first. Before anything.
Mario's fun.
Right, Mario's fun.
And you have like kind of some of the old stuff in there and the new stuff in there and
levels. Even though depth perception in that is really difficult.
Yes, it is.
And I thought it was because I was playing handheld. And it's like, no, because once you get it on a bigger screen, it's almost more difficult.
Oh God, mommy has food. Speaking of food.
But yeah, it's a little hard to tell where the edges are sometimes, and to jump on things because all the bosses you have to knock off their hats and then jump on their head. And I missed the guy that pukes all the purple sludge. I missed him so many times.
Yeah, it feels like you think you're jumping on him and you're actually jumping behind him.
Right.
You're nowhere near him, but it's very hard to judge.
Which I found out when he does that when he turns into the hat and goes around, you can actually jump on them and stop him.
Huh.
Which I didn't know you could do. Because I did it by accident because I was trying to dodge, and then I ended up jumping on him and he stopped.
Yeah, Mario's got lots of moves that I don't seem to use.
Yeah, like the hat roll, when you can roll the hat and then you can do a somersault and throw the hat up in the air and...
I was trying to do the hat up thing and couldn't remember. And was like, you're supposed to, you should be able to throw it and do like this, and it'll throw the hat up in the air. And I kept thinking like, how can I throw something up in the air? And then I thought about it. I was like, oh damn, that's how I could have got to the bird. It's just by letting it, because the birds get lower when you finish that area in the sand, and you can just throw the hat straight up. And I never even thought about
that. I tried to jump and throw it out.
You're right, when you could just throw it up, because he flew right over my head. I didn't realize it until I got to the next area.
I never thought about that.
He wants to go back now.
I tried to jump and then do the spin too. Mm-hmm. Have you done the spin jump? You can, if you
I don't think so.
Go around with the stick, Mario just kind of runs and then he does like a top spin. And then you can jump and he kind of floats.
That sounds like the building up of energy so that you can float with the raccoon tail in 3.
Kind of.
Where it's like...
Well, that's with the cape, not the raccoon tail.
He does it with the tail too, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he has the little foot wiggle and he floats a little bit. Yeah, yeah, because that's in the Mario 3D Land that I have on my DS.
I'm telling you, man, it's all about Mario. Didn't you send me something about Dr. Mario?
Dr. Mario on the iPad. Dr. Mario World.
Dr. Mario!
Which you have.
Dr. Mario!
He played like a little bit when you first got it.
What are you talking about? I played it more than once this week. Dr. Mario, man.
Is that your favorite Mario?
No, but it's fun because you can play against the computer and you can play against people. And Dr. Mario is fun. I'm telling you, it's fun. It's so simple, and it's just Tetris. But it's instead of having shapes, like Tetris has different shapes, it's the same shape with different colors. And
pills,
you can go right, they're pills. And you can all you're doing is trying to get it done before the other person gets done.
Aren't
which
you
then
just
makes it fun.
matching the colors of the pills, the different sides. And
Yes.
stuff?
But see, it's I don't know how to describe it. Playing Dr. Mario even head to head, and you're watching somebody else almost get finished, and you're trying to it's fun. It's way more fun than you would ever think it is.
I feel like that's
Dr.
just
Mario.
That's Nintendo's thing.
It's fun.
Like fun sneak attack.
I think it's just fun.
Because
they make fun things.
You look at some of their games and it's like, I never want to play that. And you play it and it's like, this is too fun to stop playing.
It's fun. It's something about the controls aren't super hard, but you can become very good at it
very quickly,
and you can become like there's enough in it, like in the Mario Odyssey. There's enough in it that you could become really highly skilled at controlling Mario to do whatever you want to do. Because there's so many things you could just do the basic things and you can still get through it.
Right.
So it's like...
There's no difficulty settings either.
Right.
Is that.
And you just kind
of...
of...
Mario and Zelda.
But in order to... Like with Mario specifically... In order for you to 100% say a place, you have to pick up some of those skills.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's challenging, but not too challenging, and you can play at whatever level you happen to be at and still move forward in the game.
Yeah.
Other games don't do that way, and they don't make it so it doesn't feel fun.
Right.
It's Mario
it almost
or
feels like a chore.
Yeah, Nintendo always in their things always feels fun.
Right.
Fun is the first thing. Is it fun? Now, is it challenging? Is it how difficult is it? Is it interesting? Do you want to go forward? All of those things.
Get through it in like an hour.
But fun is part of their thing, man. It is their thing. It's something. It's always felt like Nintendo was not the serious gamer machine, even though
always about fun.
You have to be a certain level of thinking about games as games. You have to have that in order to be good at the games on Nintendo. But it's weird. It's a weird thing, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's. They're
and now we got the Switch Lite.
Right, but why would
the same week we buy a Switch Lite gets
but
announced.
I don't think it's even worth it. Like, if you already have a Switch, what would be the point of buying a Switch Lite?
Well, this is the thing that they are talking about. Now, this might be something to think about for current Switch owners. If you've got a Switch and you buy a Switch Lite, and I'm playing on my home thing and I just want to take the Switch Lite with me, can I just transfer my game over to the Switch Lite and keep going? Not transfer like wherever I am. Can I just pick up wherever I am and just keep going? That idea...
Have them be connected.
Yeah, because they don't connect well. They don't play well with other things because there's that whole, I want you to buy as many games as you can type thing. So, honestly, I'm going to be interested to find out how that works because this is the home system, right? The Switch. And I've got a Lite. And I just was playing Mario, and I want to go to the Lite and just keep playing and get in the car or get in the Uber and keep playing and then keep playing throughout the day and charge it up and then get back home and then continue on the big screen that now connects, because this is the only one that
but
connects.
I feel like that was
The other little one doesn't
that was
connect.
the point of the
Yes,
Switch.
but why would anybody buy the Lite?
That's my point.
No, the only
That's
reason.
what I'm asking.
My point is the reason why you buy the Lite is so that you can be
Right,
100% portable
right, if you can
and
connect
not
to-
ever connecting to a TV. But when I get back home, I'm gonna want to connect back to the TV
Right.
to keep playing. Well, if they don't talk to each other and let me
it'd be weird
continue
to
my
have
game,
2 sets of progress.
right? You wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that.
Nobody would. You'd be like,
You would just take this.
I have to start over.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
halfway through a game. Yeah, screw you. I'm not doing that.
So there's
That's where the Switch.
that's the deal. We'll see.
And you said in the first 2 days of us having it, how many ways we could play it? Because you could play it handheld. You can put it on the other controller. You can have it separate with the Joy-Cons with Mario, and then you can have it completely separate with a whole nother person.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. With the Lite, because you don't have the...
Oh, and you can
other
connect your
controllers.
Joy-Cons to the Lite.
But then,
But the Lite doesn't have a kickstand. So, group gaming, what does that even...
This little stand is, it is useful.
Yes, of course it is, but you can't do that with the other thing because basically why would you have a stand with
Does it have a cradle?
Joy-Cons? Cradle? No, it doesn't connect to anything.
Well, then what the
It's
frick is
just,
the point of that?
the power, the connector on the bottom is literally only power.
Oh. Then it's really not worth it.
It's only portable.
Wow. That just get a Switch. If you were gonna do that, get a DS. Because then you have the 2 screens, and then you have games that can utilize the 2 screens. And you have the fact that the main part of the game, you have all the controls are below, and then the screen is above it. So if you got the XL DSs, that'd be better than having the controls on the side. That's weird.
Which do you prefer, the Switch or the 3DS?
Switch.
Why?
Because you can do more with it, and also all the current games are on it.
Was it difficult to transition between the two?
No. Because
But here's the thing, you
because I
can't
put
play
my-
Mario Odyssey on a 3DS.
Right. Also, I put my 3DS in a case and put it on my desk, and that was the transition.
Well, what I meant was, you went from having a screen at the top and controls at the bottom to then controls on the sides and screen in the middle.
It was weird for an hour, and then I was just sucked into Mario, and I got used to it very quickly. It's pretty intuitive. It's not hard to do. So.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd get the Lite when it doesn't connect to anything at all. That's super weird, because that's just like the DS then. The only in is power and headphones.
Yep.
I don't like that the headphone jack is on the top of the Switch, because I feel like my cord is going to break.
Yeah,
I don't like that at all.
I was thinking if you're gonna play and you're gonna have that utilize this headphone jack, it would be better to have just an
flip
elbow.
or something.
No, just the elbow.
Oh, the elbow, yeah.
So it plugs in and then goes back, and then you can plug your regular headphone jack into that.
Yeah.
Because right now this thing basically has your headphone jack sticking straight out, and then the cord is kind of
over.
Yeah.
That just makes me feel unsafe. I don't like.
Well, it's not unsafe, but yes, you could break it off in there.
Bump it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
But now,
really
keep
don't.
in mind, there's a headphone jack here.
There's a
on
headphone
mine.
jack right there.
Right. And see, the
So it's
idea
on
of
the
it
bottom.
being at the bottom makes more sense because you just plug in there and then boom, you're good to go. That one, I don't know why they put it on the top. Maybe because when it's sitting like this,
Yeah. Then
you have no access.
Yeah.
to the bottom.
That might be.
But it seems like there's no management for the thing. Like, even if on the back there was just a little piece that held the cable.
Yeah.
And you could just push it in and would hold it, so then the cable could come out and then
just stick right in there. Yeah.
Be held there so that it would come across this way, and then you didn't, because it feels like you're going to hurt the jack. You're going to hurt the plug just by playing the game. Because I mean, you got games where you're you're doing movement, and I don't know. I was playing the other day.
Because with Mario, you can still like do some of the moves just by like
by moving.
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes like, well, then maybe you don't play it handheld and you prop it up and you pull the Joy-Cons off and you play it that way.
Right.
And you have your headphones plugged in and now you're not moving it around.
Right.
But I played the other day listening to, I think, a podcast, and I just didn't have sound on at all. And I had it sitting on my desk in front of the giant 43-inch monitor. And I just had it sitting there. I was
Is that when the power went off?
No.
Why? Why didn't you just put it in the cradle?
I didn't put it in the cradle at all. I sat there playing the game on the screen.
Why?
In front of a 43-inch monitor. I was making the monitor jealous.
See, I do that not connected to the monitor because we don't have another cradle.
Which I think a cradle per monitor, it might be smart, or maybe not a cradle if you want to move it back and forth, but at least the power cord. 2 power cord, like, because when you buy the cradle you get the power cord, but you don't get the HDMI, or do you?
No,
you do get the HDMI.
Yeah.
So
you do.
basically, buying a whole another cradle makes sense if you're gonna move it inside of the house, and you want it on multiple monitors, different monitors. It makes way more sense.
I much rather play it on the monitor that's sitting downstairs now, but I can't.
Well, you could. You just have to. You have to take everything downstairs.
I have to take that.
Which then portability becomes like, wait a minute, I have to take all this stuff just to go downstairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could.
It would be more useful to have just another one.
Yeah.
Another cradle, so that you could just stick it back in and take the Joy-Cons off and play.
You literally pick it up, put it back down, and then keep playing.
Right.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I think that's the other thing that I think Nintendo is very, very good at is accessories. And the accessories that because like I said, as soon as we got the Pro Controller this week, I said we now need something to plug this in and hold it, and the Joy-Cons in and hold them that will be charging them. Right. Because this thing, like everybody knows, does not charge, but they make a thing that will charge them, and it has a battery inside. But from what I saw, this is then wider to accommodate that battery. So I don't know if this matters to you, and being moved out a little bit matters, but there's that.
Well, I don't think so, because if you move it out just a tiny bit, it becomes the size of
Correct.
that. So if you're already using the Pro Controller, or you use something like an Xbox controller,
I would be. But it's very interesting, this ecosystem of stuff. Nintendo basically, I mean, okay, when you buy the Switch, you are going to need a case if you're going to take it anywhere, or you're going to screw it up.
Two.
We have one for taking it just the Switch, and we have one for taking the whole system.
Right, because you can put the cradle and stuff in there.
Right, that's the whole thing goes into the larger. So accessories are a thing that Nintendo has always been very good at.
And you've got all the amiibos.
Yep. And in Mario, you keep running across where the amiibos.
Yep.
Do you have an amiibo? And it's like, I don't, but I certainly should.
In Zelda, you can just do it anywhere. You can just drop an amiibo anywhere, and it drops a loot box from the sky.
Really?
Yeah. Because I looked that up. I looked up what amiibos do in Zelda, because I was like, there's no place for them in all the other games like Splatoon. You go over to a wall and it's these big tank looking things, and you put the amiibo and it shows up in the game, and then it gives you like a skin or whatever. And in Mario, you have the little Uncle Amiibo, the little robot,
Crazy uncle.
If you have an amiibo, you can use it and get stuff. And in Super Smash, you get new characters that you can play as. And I was like, so what do you do in Zelda? And it just drops a loot box for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you can just pick up. It will give you like food and made food and different weapons and better things.
I like the amiibo thing because it's like figurine plus
stuff
like in game.
Right, it's like a functional statue.
Yes, it's things that you can keep and use.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Collectible also being an in-game feature.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're great at getting you to buy more stuff. They're really good at buying things. It's like I wanted to go and get the Switch and be totally like digital, right? But then when you think about it, it's like,
what?
Well, it's not just the why, but you're still gonna look at all the accessories. This came with it, but then you buy this. Now you're gonna need something to put the Joy-Cons and this on so that it can charge, and then you gotta buy cases.
Came with it too.
And these go on the side. So I mean, they come with it, right?
Right. Here, this is the
Wrong. You didn't look at
This
it.
is the minus one.
This is the minus one. Oh, it has it both sides.
Oh. I didn't know that.
So you're always thinking about like how you're using the thing,
That's nifty.
and it's just Nintendo. This is what Nintendo has done.
Yeah,
This is what they do.
they're too good at making you buy things. Because it's not even like just a cosmetic thing. It's like, yeah, this is useful.
Yep. And I think the one thing that they do that's very smart is how they license out to a lot of companies to make a lot of stuff for them.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like I can customize based on lots of different factors.
Right.
And it's just Nintendo. It's what Nintendo is, man.
Yeah.
It's what they've always been.
And
And you can get the old school controllers for the Switch now.
You sure can. You can get the NES controllers. Which, I don't know if that would be better for Mario.
Not this Mario, but the old Marios it would be.
Oh, yeah. Because I noticed Mario only has 2 buttons.
True. But he has way more with the sticks. There's way more stuff you can do in Odyssey.
Yes.
But if you're playing any of the old games, you don't need any more.
Right.
There is no more there. And yeah.
And you can get remember when we were watching all the accessory videos, you can get the GameCube controller for it, which I've never seen or used.
But I've also never had a GameCube. So.
Right. I've never used it. What's the one where it looks like a W, where it has that big piece that sticks down in the middle and it's got a stick in the middle? What's that one? I can't remember what that is. Nintendo 64.
Yes.
It's that controller.
Yes.
I've used that, and that's super weird. That's really because I've played when I was little at a friend's house. They had a Nintendo 64 and they had Mario 64 on there, and it's really weird to use that. But the GameCube controller has like A is really big in the middle, and then all the other buttons are around it. And people were saying it's better for Smash.
Yeah, but that's.
But then you know.
But isn't that where Smash came out? Like people have been playing Smash that way
on the game. Did it come
since
out first?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about Smash.
I don't know when it first came out. I don't know. Maybe.
And I think that's why people have gravitated to keeping it, because that's how they learned to play it.
Maybe.
So then they're still playing it that way. Let's see, what else did I write down here? Game Beasts.
Ah, yes.
What is Game Beasts?
The fight.
This was last Sunday,
the
and I don't remember it.
Were you trying to throw each other off of buildings and such?
Oh, with the fall flat people.
Yes.
Oh, that's what that is. See, I kept thinking Beasts. I was like, what is Beasts? Yes.
And your finger was
Oh yeah, the finger did not last very long in that game. It was worse than like playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Because the punch button and the grab button are the same thing, and it's all the bumper.
Yeah, it was not cool. But you had fun with that, didn't you? You were having like lots of fun. You were enjoying. You were enjoying the floppiness and fallingness.
Keegan and I played it. What was that? Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday. We played, and she was like, "I don't want to play this. This is not fun." And I was like, "Just play until one of us wins, and then if you don't want to play, we'll stop." And then she almost beat me.
It's a floppy game, man.
Yeah.
You're always flopping around, but it's funny because you got somebody, you've picked them up, you got them over your head, you throw them, and they bounce over and they bounce around you. And they
did that so many times, like bounced in the air. And I was like,
"How did you do that?" Yeah, buddy.
I got you in perfect position to chuck you over the edge of something, and you were just like, "Nope." Keegan has this tactic where she'll grab your face and she'll just grab your face and hold on to you. So I tried to throw her off of something. She ended up grabbing my face and yanking me off while holding onto the building.
See?
So I was like, well, that's not going to work.
It's
Is
a fun.
this the Dude Perfect?
Yes.
Yes, that's
this is the game they were playing.
Yeah.
And then we watched you play some Destiny 2.
You did. Mommy didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
Mommy is not here. That's just the disembodied voice that just comes out of the nowhere.
watch me play
This
Zelda
is
for
the
the first
nether.
time?
This is the nether lady.
The nether lady.
See, there she goes again.
What did you
The
think of
Destiny 2. I don't know. It looks okay. I probably would have died a lot more though.
Oh yeah, when
I'd
you
have
first
died
started playing,
many
you
more
died
times.
so much.
I would die a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it looked interesting. So maybe that might be a fun thing to go jump into. Have not 100%ed the Rage 2 yet. I for some reason I'm now worse at it.
You're worse at it.
I don't know what's going on. It's like I showed you that one place. I can go in. I've done things that were higher level and finished them, and did not have this difficult a time. But this one particular outpost where you have to let the energy build up and explode, I haven't gotten through it yet. It's something about it. I don't know. It has.
I thought you did it when I was sitting there.
No, I didn't finish it.
Oh no, you just ate dinner. After that.
Yeah, I ended the game and
Right,
I
you
can't
did
get through it.
You did it several times and you got upset.
There's something about this
Mommy
one
handed
area
you
I just
burritos.
I can't last long enough.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So there's that. What else we got going on?
Trying to 100% it?
Yeah, I'm trying to
okay.
get through it before the whatever that DLC thing is that's going to
ghost.
pop in. Yeah. What else do I have? We talked about the Switch. We talked about the Switch Lite. The new monitor or TV. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I have.
That's all you got?
I think so. Oh no, I'm making a game.
Ooh. Game design.
That was the last thing.
Are you going to start getting some books on game design and try to really understand like how to...
I might.
I think
actually.
you probably should.
Because right now I know nothing.
Well, no, I think you can still make an interesting game without knowing anything, but understanding like game design as far as like the theory of gaming and the psychology behind gaming, it'd be just like getting a book about magic.
Right.
You should also be thankful for the free grammar editing and not get pissy about it.
Yeah, grammar editing is also very good. Plus, it'll help you with your syntax if you ever need it, because you have to follow those rules.
Yeah.
Which rules?
The rules for how to write things so that your syntax is right in programming. If you ever have to do it, just like when you've already done it, It just wasn't as high stakes. When you were in, say, Minecraft and you got into a console, those commands have to have a certain syntax or else they just don't work.
Or in Subnautica or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
So
what kind of game are you making?
I'm making an RPG game. So it's...
Is it a massively multiplayer?
I don't think it has multiplayer capabilities. It's not a MOBA, man. Not a MOBA. What would that be called? MMORPG.
Yes, I know. That's why I asked if it was massively multiplayer.
No.
So it's going to be a single player campaign?
Yes. And
That's awesome.
It'll have battles. I'm just doing a test game right now, just learning how to...
And what are you using
I'm using RPG Maker MV.
Where did you get this?
I got that on Steam during their summer sale because...
Summer sale is over.
It went from 650 some pesos down to 125.
Nice.
And then I had 50% off discount things at the end of the sale. So it was down to like 12 pesos. And I got one other thing. It was a building design thing. I wanted to use that.
What's the game that is like a factory and you have all
Satisfactory?
Yeah.
From the
Have you
makers
tried
of
that?
Goat Simulator. I can't.
Isn't that an Epic game?
Yeah, but it's not available in our country.
We can't get it?
Nope.
At all?
I tried.
Wait, why not?
It's not available. Like the page doesn't even come up. And then I promptly got rid of Epic.
It's still on my Epic page.
Yeah, that's what it happened on mine too.
Can you get it on Steam?
Not
Yet?
that I've seen. Because that was one
But
thing.
this is the question that I have for this week.
We should have a question of the week
Q of the W?
that we pose to the
A Q
viewers.
of the W.
Posed by us.
So you're a PC gamer and you bought a Switch.
Yeah.
Do you take advantage? I mean, games that are on both, which one do you pick?
Well,
And if you have an Xbox
then
or you have a PlayStation, which one, when the game comes out and it's on multiple things,
what
which one do you
game
pick?
What game is on? Okay, let's do.
Cyberpunk will be like that.
Is it gonna be on the Switch?
Doom is like that.
Oh, Doom. See, Doom, I wouldn't want to play it. On
I don't
the
know
Switch.
if Cyberpunk is on the Switch, but I know it's on PlayStation. I know it's on PC. I know it's on Xbox.
I wouldn't want to play Doom on the Switch.
Why not? You got a Pro controller.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Why not? And you can take it with you. You can't take Doom with you when you have it on a PC.
No, but once Stadia is up and running, then you
No.
can take it with you
No.
on your phone.
No, I'm not buying that. I have to see it.
Yeah, I think I have to. They
But would
showed
you want,
it,
but would you want to
that's
play
the thing.
Doom on a phone? No.
Well, that was their thing.
No, but
was
would you want to play it on a
have
phone? Or would you want to
No,
play it
but
on
you have a controller
or are you going to
connected
be
to it.
playing it on
I mean, between
an iPad?
between a subscription service where you can play it on your phone and the Switch, I'd play it on the Switch.
Yes, but even if it's on Stadia, you're still going to have a subscription to something.
Right. Between that and the Switch, I'd play it on the Switch.
Why not the PC?
Well, to go portable. So if I still
I don't
wanna
need to
play,
go portable.
If I still want to play Doom,
I've never played Doom portable. So
Neither
do
have
I
I.
care about portability in Doom?
not really. But if that was something I really wanted to do,
I'm just saying. If you have a game that comes out on all these different platforms, which one do you pick?
I don't know. Because it would be different if you could connect all of them. And
No,
have-
forget connecting
and have
all of
the
them.
progress with all of them.
No, because you can't buy it once and have it on everywhere.
Right, you can't do that.
So, do you use your computer, your laptop? Do you use the Switch? Do you use the Xbox or do you use the PlayStation? Which one do you play it on?
I'd say games that were on everything, I would play it on my computer.
So you want to get it on Steam.
Right. But then, because for me, the Switch was about the Nintendo exclusives.
Right, it was only about the games that you couldn't get out of the
places. And for a PlayStation,
okay.
it's only about the PlayStation exclusives. Because why would I play Far Cry on the PlayStation?
Why would you?
When I have it already.
Forget about having it already. If it comes out and it's on the different platforms, which platform do you want to play it on?
I'll play it on my computer.
See? PC gamers are always
right.
PC
I think I'm
gamers.
a PC gamer first, and then everything else is what exclusive thing can I not get on my computer?
It's an interesting question because there are a lot of people out there. Your mother was talking about it in the podcast. Is you got people that have all the systems. So then, if something new comes out that will be across say 3 systems, which one do you pick?
Right.
Because I don't think I'd want to buy the same game 3 times.
No.
So then which one do you pick?
I don't know.
And how do you pick?
Because I don't think if you have a PC, why would you ever have an Xbox?
Well, today,
why
it's like, why would you buy an Xbox?
Because you can have the controller, you
Right,
can have
right.
the connective stick, you can have the subscription, you can have everything that you would have on a
Windows-based computer.
Right.
But that's a today thing.
Right,
that's fairly new.
Yeah. So if you wanted to get into gaming, if you wanted to start like now,
I still think Steam is a better deal than everybody else until this Xbox thing comes out, and then the Xbox thing, the subscription service blows everybody out of the water.
Right, because you have all the old games.
Right, it blows everybody out. I mean,
Xbox. Games.
I don't know. Like Nintendo Online,
Banjo-Kazooie and stuff.
The Nintendo Online seems to be a good deal as well.
Right, because what was it? It was like $30-some for a year.
No, 60.
I don't think it was that
For
much.
a family, it was. I think
For
it was.
a family.
It was around 30 something for the whole year. Yes, for the family.
For one person, I think it was less.
Right, but then as soon
For
as
a
you
year.
said I want to have 2 profiles or 3 profiles, then it made no sense to have each one have their own. You have to
Then you do
a
the family one, yeah.
And the family was way cheaper.
Right. Because you're doing it for multiple things. That's one thing. That's another thing I like about the Switch is you can have the multiple profiles.
But see, the Switch
And it
is
doesn't
literally family based. It's
Right,
it's
right.
like so much of it is like you're gonna have a family and you're all gonna play it. You're all gonna need Joy-Cons and you're all gonna have a great time having fun splatooning each other.
Splatooning each other.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
That's dead.
Nintendo, you're too good at your
just
job.
like it's like our next game is probably going to be the
Mario Party.
party because
That's
everybody
Yeah.
everybody can be playing and you can have fun times. It's like the board game.
Yeah.
It's like it's meant.
It's like the card games. There's like Uno and Candyland and all those games where you can just sit down and just go.
And play and have fun
Yeah.
and laugh, and it's like less stressful. It's not. The whole idea of that system never felt the same with the PlayStation. PlayStation always felt like now you're seriously gaming.
Right. PlayStation, you're a serious gamer.
Yep.
Xbox, you're a serious gamer. PC,
You can be any kind of gamer.
right. You can be any kind of gamer.
It's just
like,
you.
especially with something like Steam, where you can have like essentially almost every kind of game.
Yep.
So you can, I don't know,
You can go from Candy
Like-
Crush
to Doom.
to Doom.
Right. So Nintendo is focused on fun, and then the other systems are like more serious and.
That's why it's always felt, but now that's coming to an end because you've got Doom, and I'm sure the new Doom will be on the Switch.
Yeah.
The quote unquote serious games, the ones that are going to take you many hours to play, the ones that are more adult. Because then when we say serious, that's what you're kind of talking about. Adult themed
The M-rated
games that are
games
not
and
right.
stuff, yeah.
You're talking about putting those, and I can now pick up and walk away and play those.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I can be on the bus, splattering faces in
Yeah.
Doom. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but it's. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It's just they made a really really good system because like almost everybody like I'd say when the Switch came out, the Game Grumps they got Breath of the Wild early, so they didn't really know what to do, and they were like, we can't even look up a walkthrough because it hasn't even come out yet. So, and then they have over 100 episodes of that, and almost 100 episodes of Mario. So it's like, I don't know.
Right.
It's
We'll keep checking in.
yeah.
They're going to have a walk through the house, so we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
Say goodbye to people.